all the way from Amsterdam, the Netherlands. Steven Heere, senior producer on Killzone 3. Thanks for joining us. This is the first time we're seeing Killzone 3 and PlayStation Move in North America. How's it work exactly?
Well, what we try and do is make it as intuitive as possible, because for us the Move is a great option. Use the Move controller to point at the screen, and if you get near to the edges of the screen, camera starts rotating. The nav controller is there for movement, so you can just walk around using the nav controller, and all your kind of aiming and shooting is handled through the Move controller.
You actually see the gun move a little bit in this. It doesn't immediately, every little twitch doesn't make the camera start moving very quickly.
It doesn't need to feel disorienting for people, but at the same time you do need the right speed in order to be able to turn around and get kind of the right feel for the hardcore players, because they really like that sense of speed, that they're able to kind of scope the battlefield and just quickly turn around.
You would instantly think, playing Killzone, that throw a grenade, you would actually do a throwing motion, but then when you think about it, wait, that would mean you were pointing up. So.
Well, the thing is, obviously we've got all the same buttons that we have for the DualShock, so all the functions are still there, but we can now do gestures as well. So it feels really intuitive to, if you've fired off a couple of bullets and you want to do a reload, just a quick flick of the wrist and you reload. Grenade throwing was something different, because indeed everybody thinks that that's a good way to throw a grenade, but you want to be able to aim where you're throwing your grenades. What we did is you press L1, take out a grenade, start cooking it, and then you can still aim where you want to throw it, release L1, and you throw your grenade.
Let's segue from the Move to multiplayer. Are you going to be able to play against people using a DualShock if you're using the Move and vice versa?
Right now what we're doing with playtesting is figuring out if one or the other has an unfair advantage. Obviously what we've got now in Killzone 3 is matchmaking. One of the filtering options that we have obviously is to say Move control people, you play with Move control people, DualShockers with DualShockers.
What things are going to be different for the seasoned Killzone 2 veteran?
For one, we're bringing vehicles. It's a long-standing fan request. We want to see vehicles in Killzone, but we just felt that we wanted to get some special vehicles, and rather than having your regular tank or jeep in there, let's say, okay, let's get a jetpack in there. Change the game completely. All of a sudden, death comes from above, which is really, really nice and changes the game. At the same time, the exoskeleton, one of the favorite vehicles in Killzone 2, the big mech that you could walk around, that's now available in multiplayer as well. We've rewritten our career system from the ground up, so no longer do you have to play through the entire game and progress until you finally get to unlock that sniper rifle and that scout badge. You now actually get to choose that right from the beginning. Obviously we're introducing things like brutal melee in there, we've got move support, 3D support, all those things are in multiplayer as well.
Clearly tons to talk about with multiplayer, but now that we have a date, we know we're going to be playing this, everyone's going to be playing this less than 6 months from now, February 22nd. Steven Heere, thanks for coming all the way out halfway across the world to talk to us about Killzone 3, and we'll be talking again soon.
Absolutely.